It's currently just coming up to 5 AM here in the UK. A relatively pleasant 8 degrees, no wind. So yeah, it's all good on over the front. What's everybody up to today? Is it a normal leisure day? Nothing day? I know it's school holidays. Are you on holiday? Are you going on holiday? All the normal things we like to ask and get out of the way early doors before we get into it. For us, it's just a normal work day today. I think James may be going fishing because I think I've already been tasked to pick him up after work. So if that is the case, then I'm pleased that he's going out and not in front of the old PlayStation, Xbox, whatever the hell he'd be doing. The weather's been really kind. It's supposed to get up to 23 degrees today. That's what I'm honestly considering wearing shorts to work today. And I may still do. I'll just see how I feel closer to when we go. If it's like this, and it's very, very mild at the minute. It really is. Really, really mild. Anyway, we'll cross that bridge when we get to it later on. The good news is, guys, and obviously we don't get political on my channel. I've said that many times. But the good news is that this 2-week ceasefire has been agreed in the Middle East. So it gives everyone a chance to come to the table, hopefully, and come to some sort of agreement. But from a world point of view, and more importantly, a Middle East point of view, it's fantastic news that at least people are coming to the table and having these discussions. It's all pretty horrendous, isn't it? We know what's going on and everything else. So, yeah, that's my little bit of political talk this morning. We don't know more about that. Just say hi to everyone watching, wherever you're watching from. I hope you're safe, because we do have people from that part of the world watching as well. Okay, moving on. So, as I say, normal work day. Got to pick James up from fishing later. I've got to put myself through the misery of watching Liverpool in the Champions League tonight as well, and the Masters as well, which is the golf, if you didn't know. That is also par 3 competition is starting tonight, which is always quite fun to watch. So there is loads on between now and Sunday, sport-wise. It certainly feels like a funny old week with obviously losing Monday. I think it feels a little bit more different. Obviously we only came back from Mallorca on Sunday lunchtime and just completely lost track of the day. So I thought it was Monday yesterday, genuinely. So nice that we're 2/4 of the way through the week almost. And it is of course hump day as well, isn't it? They're all positive, lots of positives. If you are new here, this is Azra leading the way. She's a rescue dog. She will be 5 in less than a month's time. She's a Star Wars baby. So May the 4th, she will be 5. And we will have had her around about 4.5 months, around that sort of time, give or take. So, yeah, she's come on a long way to what she was. She was found in a box at the side of the road. Cars whizzing by. So she's still not a lover of vehicles, even now. Yeah, I always just wonder how people can do that to animals. So it is extraordinary that people can do that sort of stuff. and other things to animals, obviously. I think she's got a good home. She seems to enjoy life. Even when we get up and doing something live shows. Give it another few weeks, guys, and we'll be doing this in the light, and we'll be going back over the fields. I genuinely can't wait now. I'm done with the dark mornings. You guys can see a little bit more of the village during the week. Obviously, the weekends we do the later starts, so of course you do see a bit more of the village at the weekends. But if you sometimes people watch the weekends that don't watch during the week and so on, so do make sure you like and subscribe. Hit the old bell. We're getting ever closer to that 1,000 subscriber mark, where we will then carry on the hard work. I won't talk about numbers anymore, unless we get to big landmarks, because that for me is sort of the first of many goals of the channel that I've achieved, and it's everyone's help with subscribing and watching and viewing that's got us there. And so we've got at least 2 more travel vlogs this year, travel vlog series to do. One is to America, which is going to be completely unhinged. The amount we've got booked is quite extraordinary. Thank you for the like. Another one is in the UK in the summer. That one I don't know quite how riveting that one's going to be, but you never know. We'll take you with us, see how we get on. We've got the dogs coming on that one as well, mum coming as well. So yeah, and then it's just Julia and myself later on in the year to America for our 20th anniversary. We went to Las Vegas for our 10-year anniversary. It seems to be a common theme. I wonder, and you don't want to wish your life away, I wonder what we'll do for our 25 and 30 year. Go in. Anniversaries. You always wonder, don't you? First and foremost, you've got to be here, haven't you? That's the first thing you need to worry about. And then after that, lead on. I think that guy in that house was worried. I thought he was a little bit of a burglar because he was all dark. He was looking a bit shifty. But he has just got the car behind me, so. And Azra was giving him a good look over as well. Oh, jeez. The untrusting world we live in these days, eh? Anyway, go on, Azra, lead on. Come on, lead on. Come on, good girl. Yeah, I'd like to. I know Julie would like to do Canada at some stage, which I'm definitely up for. Definitely like to do Australia and New Zealand as well. So there's lots of options. With America, I think over the next 2 years we'll be going twice. No, not even 2 years, a year. As of we're going in September, end of October, and then we'll be going in July next year as well. So it'll be less than a year apart. And I just think, apart from sort of the California side, hi to Carly, thanks for messaging. How you doing this morning? Where are you watching from? I think from apart from the California side, I don't think from our point of view, maybe Route 66, we were talking about that fairly recently as well. I think there's a lot more for us to do. We've done sort of on the old bucket list. We've done Las Vegas, we've done New York, we've done Florida a few times, and we'll have done it another couple of times by the end of next July. So, yeah, there are other places on the bucket list as well as a couple more for there. So, the idea in 28, and whether at this stage it's a pipe dream, I don't know. Need to wait and see what James is doing, of course. Is to do a cruise, a Caribbean cruise. That is something that we have discussed, and I'd like to have booked it by now, really. But we can't really do anything until we know what James is doing. So that might have to get put on hold for a year. And we might need to think about something else in 28. I don't know yet. Hi to Santiago. Yeah, we're in the UK. Not London. We're about 30 miles north of London, sort of nearer to Cambridge. And people always get confused because my accent is sort of soft, sort of Cockney, as it were. I was born there, and I sort of grew up closer to London than I do now, but it's out about 2001 up here, and been up here ever since. So, up here, I was down there now, really, when you think about life. In Greenwich, we were actually in Greenwich fairly recently, actually, at the Cutty Sark. We did a ferry from there down to the Westminster Pier. I think that's actually at Christmas time. But it was just before the weekend before Christmas. It was so busy. It really was. No, this is early morning stroll. We do this every morning. I did get up early this morning, if I'm honest with you, because I had some jobs to do. This is before I went out. Because when I get home from these, I just like to sit down and watch YouTube. I do follow quite a few people with various sort of activities we've got coming up. And I'm one of those people that likes to do loads of research before we go. Always have. You'll see an upcoming vlog that's coming out tonight, I believe, from when we were in Mallorca last week, of us going to Palma. And I literally, probably for one of the first times in my life, did zero research. The only research I did was how to get there on the bus. Everything else was going to be very spontaneous when we got there. And it turned into a little bit of a quite a chilled sort of morning, early afternoon. And it's quite nice sort of just going with the flow actually, but I feel we probably missed out on stuff by not doing a bit more research, but we had a good time anyway, as you'll see from the vlog. So yeah, wouldn't change it at all. We did have a good time in New York. The hotel was crap, which you'll see in the hotel review, which is one of the longer vlogs we did, because it was just so bad. And for my own reference, I wanted to document it, but also it was to let other people know that 4-star hotels in Spain are not the same as 4-star hotels everywhere in other places in the world. Let's put it like that. Come on, Azra, lead on. Greetings from Argentina. I think that's the first time I ever spoke to someone from that part of the world. So, welcome. Thank you for joining us. Thank you for reaching out. Come on, Azra. She's very sniffy this morning, guys. So we've got a lot of Brits watching as well this morning. Where's everybody watching from in the UK? It'd be interesting now. I know we've got someone watching from London. I get the feeling Azra's going to be going to the loo in a minute, guys. I just get that impression from how skitty she's getting. So I might have to pause in a moment. Yes. How's that around your dog, eh? Crikey, we've got more people coming on. Go to Japan, yeah, and again, that is another place that certainly James would be very interested in going to. Certainly very appealing. Again, it's one of those places I think you would need to do a good deal of research before you went, because it's such a long way away, as is Australia and New Zealand, and you'd want to get the most out of it. So, for sure, the culture and the place certainly is very appealing. Maybe I could coincide it with coming to the Japanese Grand Prix one time. That would be fab. It's always a good race, even with these electric buggies we've got now. But yeah, as I say, the crowd and the atmosphere always seems pretty amazing. So yeah, maybe that is something I could go inside one day. It's nice to have some dreams and some ambitions in life, I find. So if you've been with me before, you'll know we're sort of making our gradual way towards the high street of the village, where the lighting will become a lot better than it is now. Because we have come out a little bit early this morning, just because I was done and all the jobs were done. Only 5 minutes earlier, guys, to be fair. So not a huge amount. We're still not getting an awful lot of natural light. That will come, as I said to you yesterday, and I was proven right, around about 5:30 onwards. So when I look at it like that, as I said yesterday, another 2 to 4 weeks, we'll be out in natural light during the week. We'll be back over the field, and I can't wait. I've said this many times before. Yeah. And I think I'm a bit too old now for a backpacking holiday, if I'm honest with you. But that is one of my regrets. And I don't have many. But I think when Julie and I finished college and university, we should have spoken about it more and saved up. And before we both started going out to the big wide world, gone travelling a bit more. And we could have done it. And it would be nice to have done it with someone rather. I mean, I know people do it by themselves, and good luck to them, because that was worrying the head out of me. At least you're doing it with someone else. You've got that companionship and a bit of safety, I guess. But yeah, I mean, we've made up for it over the years. To be fair, we've done a lot of things. The furthest south I think we've been on the globe is to Kenya. We've done Kenya I've done Kenya 5 times. I think I've been there twice with Julia. But yeah, there's certainly a lot in Asia and the Australias, New Zealand. I definitely want to do. But for now, we have got what we've got this year. A nice little family UK holiday in the summer, and then the American extravaganza later on in the year, followed by another bigger American extravaganza next year, and then we'll see what happens after that. Yeah, you too, enjoy your day as well. So we're now probably almost at the southern tip of the village, and we'll be heading towards the northern tip. Sounds horrendous, we're going from pole to pole, but it's 10-15 minutes, guys. Well, that's not entirely true, it's more like 15-20. It's 10 minutes from here back to the main town, and then 10 minutes the other side, so gives you an idea of how big the village is. Not huge. And I think we've got one of the buses about to come out as well. I was telling you yesterday we hadn't seen them. Obviously we were away last week. But we never saw anything yesterday, and we were out at exactly the same time. And Azra is already worried. Oh, the bus is going that way. It's actually going that way. Come on, Azra. Come on. Come on. Lead on. Getting herself all worried. I told you earlier on how she absolutely hates vehicles or anything like that. Or any vehicle for that matter. But she's settling back down again now. As you can see, just in the top of your picture, the light is coming. So that's 20 past 5. It's just starting to break down, Ezra. So that's why I say another 2 to 4 weeks. This will be great. And that'll be 5 months. Right, so we have got one of the big buses coming this way now. So as we're onto a tight lead, you can see how worried she gets. And I sort of loosen the lead a little bit so you can actually see it. She absolutely hates it. Go on, lead on. Just making sure the stream is still up and running, which it definitely is. YouTube has a habit of just dropping out all of a sudden. It drives me nuts. You do a lot of hard work, but we are good. We are still live. And this is what I have to do now, guys. I have to bring my other phone out just to make sure we're definitely still showing on online. Quite annoying what happened. It was 2 weeks ago now. We did a live and it cut out after 2 minutes. I've been down for about 45 minutes. Here we go. At least it's going to cut out on the stream. At least you know. Anyway, that's life. Oh, that's right. Lead on. So we are now steadily making our way. She's a cute dog. She's a lovely girl. She's a rescue dog, as I was saying earlier on. I've had her now coming up 4.5 years. Beginning of May. She's come on big style, but if you were with me about 5 minutes ago, you'd have seen how she is with buses and anything, vehicles. because she was found in a box at the side of a road with cars and the bigger like speeding past. So she's still very worried about things like that, unfortunately. And because we're in a village, we are quite close to the road as well. I think if we were sort of a bit further back, it might not be so bad for her. But because, as you can clearly see, the pavement is just right on top of the road, it's difficult, isn't it? So, anyway, she's getting there. As is the light. Getting better all the time. I reckon in the next week or two, we won't be doing this anymore. We'll be going over the fields, even though it'll still be a little bit dark still. Middle of April, towards the end, that's when we'll start. And that'll be all guns blazing until the end of October. The fields, I really enjoy that. Maybe we'll do this occasionally, but I think once you start enjoying over the fields again, you don't want to be doing this too often. To be honest, lots of people joining up, so welcome. Thanks for joining up. This is Azra leading the way. She's the star of the show. She is the rescue dog. She does a sterling job of leading our route every morning, most of the time. I've said it before, I say it again, I love listening to the birds singing in the morning. Very therapeutic. It makes the day all the better. And hello to everyone, wherever you're watching from as well. Let me know where you're watching from. I'd like to know where people are watching from, what time is it where you are. And then usually that then leads into more conversations. So we've had lots of conversations this morning already. Had someone watching from Argentina. I think they may have gone now because obviously it's quite late there, I think. Not quite sure of the time zone there, to be honest. I'm usually pretty good with my time zones. Azra, come on the path. Good girl. If you've been with me on the walk before, you'll pretty much know some of these landmarks that will be coming up. For those that I haven't, I'll point them out. We've got after this shop front, which got the houses and property for rent and sale. We've got our local pub, the Dolphin. Went in there twice over the Easter weekend. Once spontaneously on Sunday, once we got back from Mallorca. A very last minute thing, 15-minute last minute warning. And then Easter Monday was already booked for us to come with Mum, my brother, niece. They were here from abroad, they live abroad. I need to speak to him really because he was delayed going home last night. Of course, the plane coming out at first strike, so I don't quite know getting another plane, so I don't quite know how he got on. I haven't heard that he's stuck in the UK, but I haven't heard he's left either, so who knows? It's always difficult when you're stuck at an airport with a young child, and she's 7. There's only so long you can keep people amused for. Adults and children alike. I'll catch up with him later on and I'll maybe update you on that tomorrow's stroll. Come on, Azra. So in a bit we will be in the village centre. Don't get too excited, guys, because there's not loads to see. But we haven't done this, well, since I've been back from Milk, and I don't think I did it much the week before really, because you sort of exhaust things, especially when you do regular viewers that do watch. But I'll just point out a few things as we go by. Did anyone watch the lives I did from last week? They were great. Apart from one day I got absolutely soaked. It was so nice to be able to do something different. Obviously I didn't have her ladyship, she was in the dog sitters, which she loves going to. In fact, she was very miserable when she came back Sunday. And I think she quite enjoys being around the other dogs and that interaction. Obviously she's got little Ralph who lives at home. It's quite an old chap. Although he still gives it, I don't think it's the same as bounding around with other dogs, she's the same size. Anyway, she's alright now. She's improved. Okay, so local fish and chip shop on the left hand side there. Come on, Azra. Looks like we've got the delivery van outside the car, so hopefully that's not going to cause us any ag. I say ag, starting up and noise and everything else. Come on, Azra, lead on, lead on, lead on. Inside here, we've got 2 barber shops and a nail bar. Ridiculously, 2 barber shops in the space of 2 shops. He's off, so we'll probably have to deal with him a little bit further up at the next shop as well. Can't wait. You can see how light it is rapidly becoming. But the co-op and the chemist here on my right. Great person leaving their bike there like that. I didn't show you, I'll try and show you if I can get a good shot of the old church we got. Come on, Azra, lead on. Right on cue with the church bells as well. Trees have overgrown now, so you can't really see it, unfortunately. That was the 1:30 chimes. Maybe you heard it. Then you've got this lovely bird song coming through this section. There's plenty of trees here, mature trees. So get a lot of birds' nests here, I think. I could have reverted to avoid this, but looks like these. Oh, they've got there's 3 of them. Jeez. Just be a bit silent for a minute, guys. All this chaos going on at this time of the morning. Far too early for my liking. Come on, come on, come on, come on. And we're off again. But she literally buried herself in the back of my legs then, guys. You know, and it wasn't even moving, it's just the noise of it. And that always upsets me. So what are we now? 1:30. And it's almost good enough light to be out without the lights. I don't think so quite yet, as you can still see my light on the pavement there, my head torch. If I take it away, it's difficult because we've got the lights, the street lights and stuff, haven't we? So no, definitely. So I still reckon as I said earlier, we're still a couple of weeks away from this amazing cut-off that I'm dreaming of. Not only is the natural light for 5.5 months, not only to use the artificial light, it's not the natural light, the artificial light, I mean, idiot. Anyway, red sky in the morning there, sunrise is coming. Hopefully it isn't the old wives' tale, red sky in the morning, shepherd's morning and all that. Red sky at night, shepherd's delight and all that. Now, coming up 1.7 miles, that'll be over 2 miles by the time we get home. And that's a good start to the exercise day. I'm trying to consume my Easter eggs as quickly as I can. To be honest with you guys, I've got one more, I only got 3, which is more than enough for me. I've got rid of one very quickly, I think. The big one that I've got, which I saw another Junior, I've got the round trees randoms one, which not only had a bag of randoms in it, but also the Easter egg was a chocolate sort of chewy marshmallow in it, which is lovely. I've had it before. It's massive. And I did consume most of that last night, so I've now just got a flake one left. And then that is done. The exercise really has got to start. I haven't weighed myself since we've been back. I don't intend to until the weekend. I don't think it's going to be horrendous, to be honest. But I need to start at a point, as I said before. We'll have, towards the end of this month, we'll be 5 months away from going to America, and we will be going on roller coasters when we're there, so we need to be at a sensible weight to get on some of these rides. I'm not that large, guys, just so you know. I'm about 15 stone, but I need to get it back down again. When we were on the cruise last year, I got myself down to 14.2. It was only through taking my hand off the throttle bit and getting hurt in Disney last year that I wasn't able to get out for probably the thick end of 2-3 months, properly like I do now. It just killed my weight, so we've got to get back on it. But getting back on it means being sensible with what you eat as well. And during the day, during the week, I think I'm pretty good. Cornflakes for breakfast, tuna jacket potato, salad, and a Kit Kat for lunch. Come on, Azra. It's sort of an evening where I still pick sometimes, and that is where I actually did very well and stopped. But now it's just sort of creeping back in again, and I need to be stronger with myself, guys. Anyway, we don't want to hear about my weight loss. We are now getting towards the end of our stroll. Got another 30 minutes or so. And I've just been enjoying watching the light getting ever lighter. Nice sunrise approaching over the back there. Maybe if I think about it and we get a decent day on Saturday, I'll do this and then get home and come out with the drone. Try and record it. That'd be nice, I think. I haven't really used the drone an awful lot this year. As I said yesterday, it's not showing you the same stuff all the time with the drone, because the drone is an amazing bit of kit. It just looks very samey. Actually used it last year a couple of times to help find pets that have gone missing. Someone's dropped a glove. Come on, Azra. that was really special to help sort of find animals. There's sort of a charitable sort of group that sort of gets activated depending on where a dog gets reported to be lost from. We had it a couple of times last year. At one point I had to get, we were sort of really pushing on, and I had to deploy both drones at different times. Obviously you can't fly them at the same time. We had to sort of deploy them both at the same time. Deploy them sort of one after the other, sorry. Right, I think we're going to wrap this up, guys. It's coming to a natural conclusion state. Azra, say goodbye. Azra, Azra, say goodbye. Thank you. Right, guys, have a lovely Wednesday, whatever you're up to, and we will reconvene similar time tomorrow.